Yo, what is up, squad? It's your dude, PinoE here, and it's time for some more fakes, fuckery, and bitch-assness. If you have any sites that participate in this kind of unacceptable behavior, leave it in the comments below and I'll check it out. And now, without any further ado, let's get this shit show started. Last time I made one of these videos, I told you all that I was working on trying to get a new series going, and I'm working on it. What I wanted to do is to speak to some of these asshats, like the folks over at God Bias, who were taking orders on a Photoshop put together by Jays Are Dead. It's harder than expected to get answers from these folks, but I'm still trying. Our first shoe comes from Captain Shithead's little cousin. Unfortunately, I don't have his website to share with you all, but you should already know that anyone selling an Air Jordan 4 Galaxy, which was made by Tinker Hatfield in 1985, is probably someone you shouldn't trust. What I really love about these sites is that they give them a stupid price, like $220, but then discount them down to $79.99. This guy's a real dick, but this isn't the best of what he has to offer. The Air Jordan 6 is his best product, and they come in multiple shitty colorways. And it's not so much the shoes that's dope, but the description. Wearing Air Jordan Retro 6 is very comfortable and warm. This ain't a hiking boot, so who gives a shit if it's warm? But he continues, the style is quite classical, the price is so cheap. Cheap like the shitty materials used to make the shoe. What is more, get good shoe equal to obtain a good mood. So if you get a good shoe, you're gonna have a good mood. But if you buy these, you're gonna be one salty bastard. Guaranteed. So the deeper I dive into the fake websites, the worse they get. And next up, we have yeezycustom.cn, who sell authentic products. Authentic doesn't mean what it used to, because there's nothing real about any of these shits. Take this pair of Yeezys from this slimy bitch ass. Authentic. Yep.
Sway.
I don't know how, but they got these dragon Yeezys. How about these bird feather Yeezys made of a leather upper with some kind of feather laser etched into that upper? They say these are authentic as well.
Sway.
I said I don't have the answers, but this shithead, and for some reason I get the vibe that yeezycustom.cn is run by a woman. So this three-titted monster also has these Red October 350s. The shoes are all priced differently, and in case you're wondering, she says that these are authentic as well.
Sway.
Oh, but don't even stress it, because the skanky hoe over at yeezycustoms.cn doesn't just rip off Kanye. How about the Ovo Air Jordan One? Oh yeah, Drizzy ain't happy about these. If you look closely at the owl up on the ankle collar, the thing looks a little retarded, more like a Danish hen than an owl. And this is the type of shit that makes Aubrey really sad. So I asked him what he thought about his brand being knocked off, and his answer was quite simple. Fuck off, yeezycustom.cn. Okay, but let me get real for a second here. With a couple tweaks, this model would have been dope. Take the word OVO and put it on the tongue. Ovo Air. Take the Jumpman off the heel and move the owl to the back, and you got a winner. But still, this website is giant fuckery, so fuck them. Oh, you didn't think we were done with this shit face, did you? Oh, fuck no. Because next up, we got fake cause. I call them the fuck-offs, or the fuck-offs. These are probably the worst fakes I've ever seen of this model. The pattern is wrong, and even on the real colorway that dropped, the color is wrong. Looks like someone threw some cement mix on the shoe or some shit. I don't know what went on there, but we're gonna move away from this website. But don't worry, we'll be back. We're gonna move over to this douchebag next, and his site is called fifthsport.com. And like the others, he too claims to sell real, authentic models. First up, we have the Air Jordan 5 Fluff Navy Blue Gray White, and once again, we have a wizard at description. Air Jordan 5 are not only found to afford us quite possibly the most comfortable circumstance with the feet. What kind of circumstance? The feet circumstance. As you wear these footwear, you are likely to receive a large amount of kind comments. Now, these shoes are kind of dope. I'm not going to lie. The colorway is pretty sweet, but I've never heard anybody give a kind comment to a fake, so this fuckface is a liar. I'm not sure where this next shoe came from, but I love the story behind these. Back before the Air Jordan 1 Top 3 released, the word was that we were going to be getting a What the One. Based on those rumors, somebody put together a Photoshop of what the shoe could look like, and the Photoshop looked exactly like this. Some reputable large blogs, including myself, posted these, and the fake fuckers wasted no time putting them together. What they didn't realize is that it was a Photoshop concept, and they mass-produced them. You can find these on pretty much all the fake websites, and they took the L on this one. Alright, so back on over to that cross-eyed cockhead at Fifth Sports, and we got these. Let the description do the talking. 2012 Air Jordan 6 Black Varsity Red Stria Cheap is only 13 ounces. It's so light, don't you think offering using fantastic and funky oversized mouth layout alongside two interesting heart style. Typically the Jordan retro shoes are classified as the biggest selling types included in the fashion world popular with the tastes individuals. Throughout our store, mishap colors and styles. Settle on your preferred, just one at this point. What the fuck did I just read? This guy's really got to be the biggest idiot we've ever featured on this channel. The Air Jordan 11, he has them in a dark and light galaxy print. His description? Well, it doesn't really do a good job selling this shoe because, well, let's just read the first sentence. 2013 Air Jordan 11 Retro New Black Galaxy is horrible in the person when their feet feel pain, uncomfortable for those wet, cold, hot conditions. Yup. Horrible and painful and uncomfortable. It makes me really want to buy them. But hey, did any of you notice this shit for brains got the Roman numeral for 11 wrong? Yep, told ya he's the biggest idiot. Here's how you make fake Wings 5. You buy the Olympic Gold 5s and you paint the upper from white to black. After you've completed step 1, you move to step 2, which is change the laces from white to black. Once you've completed step 2, you get your little cousin to do their best to paint on wings on the heel paneling and toe. Once that's done, you be a shithead and you try selling them as authentic. Yeah, they got cause slides too. These guys are animals. They're kind of cool though. They glow in the dark, but they're fake. So let's move on. Really though, nothing is safe. I hate the Instapump Fury. Some of you watching this might like it, but there's not many of you out there. But for those of you who are fans of the shoe, they've knocked it off. But bad news, it's no longer available. Guess they couldn't keep up with the demand of about 0 pairs a month. The SRLY 350, one of the greatest shoes to never be released by Adidas, but AliExpress got you. SRLY stands for seriously, as in seriously stupid, stop and think for 350 seconds before you buy these. However, they are better than Big Baller Brand. Why, you ask me? If you buy the Lonzo Showtime, they won't get here until February. This shitface will have them shipped for free in 56 days. Also, what's cool is you have your choice of colors. Like these gray ones, they're great for couples traveling. I mean, it says so on the ad, and they're also trend along with the gender. What does that mean, you ask? Well, the fuck if I know. But we do find out they're made of flyweave and have these awesome technology insoles. You know who else has these awesome technology insoles? Big Baller Brand. Go check it out if you don't believe me. Now this ad is marketing genius because it really makes you scratch your head and think. Impress the tide with color, it says. The colors, it says. And the whole fucking picture's in black, white, and gray. That's color.
That's way.
The Yaya Star Curry LSBY 350. LSBY, I believe, stands for lesbian, and you might be thinking I showed these before in the video, and we did see the LSBY, but those were the low. They're back, and they're better, coming in a mid-top cut. Of course, you have color options between Beluga, Core Black, and Red, and these shits that don't exist, but the boost. Same boost that you get on the Big Baller Brand. I think I accidentally figured out where BBB makes their shoes. Can we speak about the Sport 350 for a second? These might be the worst knockoff made. Worse than the lesbians and seriously pairs, but there was one picture that caught my eye, and it was this one of what looks to be a guy and a girl in the same matching pairs. Guys, don't ever expect this to be your reality if you wear these. I'm not saying it's right, but I promise you won't get this close to a girl ever with those on your feet. Now these are straight fire, and by fire I mean fuckery. Okay, they stole the design concept of a Flyknit sneaker and they put it together with what looks to be paper mache. They added a badass logo to the tongue, which is kind of cool I guess, and they're for sale for $24.56 each. They got them available in 7 colorways and they make for the perfect gift for that person in your life that you can't fucking stand. Speaking of shit I can't stand, how about these 4s? Well, at least at first glance I didn't like them. Then I realized that this shit is next level, and now I'm a fan. You think they're a knockoff? Well, they are, but they also have jet booster type shit built in. Look at this picture and tell me those aren't flames shooting out the airbag. Those flames allow for you to leave the confinement of gravity and take off. The next picture shows you a close-up of the toe box, winglet, and outsole, and there's the jetpack tech again. But that's not all. No. Anyone can fake a Photoshop, but here's a real picture of it in action. The top picture shows one foot slowly lifting off the ground, while the bottom picture shows this model in flight. Okay, enough of this bullshit, let's move on. AirJordanShoeClub.com is a club for the fuckboys and bitch asses to congregate and come up with new ways to try and screw unwitting people with fakes. He's a piece of shit, a real donkey fucking asshole who made the Air Jordan 5 Supreme in a low. Fuck you, dickface. Now these are just sad. The D-Rose 7. I'm not a big fan of the D-Rose model, but these couldn't be further off from the actual silhouette. It's like they scrapped some pieces together and came up with something they thought was close enough because it was Friday night and they wanted to go watch Pocahontas replays playing at their local drive-in. They even feature some of that Big Baller Brand boost. This is just pure horseshit. This is the last pair that we look at from this cockhead because he's not worth any of our time. He puts in effort like this, he could go fuck a duck. Okay, so take this next one as a public service announcement, and for these, we're back to that old hag, yeezycustom.cn. I'm not going to make any jokes about her titties sagging into the leather molds, or how she forces her husband to wear these fakes while she bangs them with the strap on. I just want you all to not buy any early pairs of the Holiday 11s. They're out there, some are better than others, and chances are you're going to get burned. I don't care who you think your plug is, there's too many fakes. Wait till November or December when they actually come out, because getting a pair that's going to be a super GR early isn't cool. It's actually stupid to overpay. And last up for today, we're back to the gangbang queen, and she literally sells everything fake, just like these off-white Air Jordan 1s. They're bad fakes. The leather is made from baby kittens, because she's an evil bitch who doesn't care about ripping people off. I've seen some pretty good fakes out there, so stay woke, but these are just bad, bad, bad. Fuck her though, we out. And that does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out.